Hello, my YouTube subscribers. I've got a quick update that I'd like to tell you about. I just came off of a 4-day hike in the Giga wilderness over in Alabama and didn't have gear failure, but I did have a couple of things came to mind that I wanted to review and tell you about that I've done previous videos on that I need to update you. One was on this bear spray. As you know, this was my old one. You see, it's got a lot of wear and it was reaching its expiration date. So I bought this new one. Now, didn't know, but the first night in my tent, I got up and I found out that this particular safety didn't glow in the dark. Whereas on this one would glow in the dark and it was easy to find. So, you know, you don't know, it's just the littlest thing sometimes that can mean a lot to you. And so what I'm gonna do, fortunately, they're from the same manufacturer, so I'm able to pull this out on that one, pull this one out on that one, and now I'm gonna make Tiffany a blonde. So I got my glow in the dark one back. And Gertrude, you're gonna get just the red hair. So, but that was the deal. You don't know until you buy these things and try them out, you realize. Now, if you never had the old model that glowed in the dark, you wouldn't have known that. But I really missed that. So now I'm back in business. Next thing was something I found out about my stove, my go-to stove. Now, as you know, these LiteMax by Snow Peak, I thought so much of them, I bought 2 of them. But over time, opening these 3 prongs like that, over and over, morning, lunch, supper, whatever, this screw on top, I pointed that out before, and it works itself loose. And if it comes loose, then this is falling apart as far as I can see, which there's nothing wrong if you're just a weekend hiker, but I don't think I'd take this on a through hike, say the Appalachian Trail or CDT. I just don't think so, because that's not worth it. You got to carry a screwdriver or something to tighten that screw when it gets loose. So that's not good. So, of course, I found Snow Peak made this one and it still is a go-to stove for me. But I really like it because it had 4 prongs, right? For if you're using a large pot or frying pan, it really works well. But I noticed on this, over the 4 days, I put my pot on top and I noticed it wobbling. And the first night I thought it was maybe in the leaves because it was damp, and I thought the ground was soft and okay. I couldn't stabilize it, and I didn't have my little stand, my canister stand, so I was blaming it on that, not having the stand. But the second night I said, that's not right. So let me take this windshield off and I'll show you what I found. So on the closer observation, I realized there was 2 screws on this one. One here and one on this side. And what had happened, they I don't know how it happened, but they had worked their way loose and it was causing my pot to wobble like that. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. But there's no end to this stuff. You know, you do your due diligence. Oh, they did fix this on this one. See, that's a rivet there. That's not a screw. So they did fix that, so it's not going to fall off. But you're going to have to pay attention to that. Now, fortunately, Mike P. Hiker, my hiking buddy, he happened to have a little Gerber multi-tool that had a little screwdriver nub. Actually, it was enough to tighten them up. So I got stable again. But that was kind of disappointing that happened. But Mike P. Hiker, you might want to check his channel out. He does a lot of wood stove and stuff. But Mike P. Hiker, Mike P. one word, Hiker. But it was hard to find a stove that had 4 prongs. But he had this one. This is actually his. Mine's on the way. I've ordered one since then. But he was pointing out some of the things. If you notice, this is I don't know what you would call it, concave. It's not like a dome, and that means this little ridge around it. It's made by a Japanese company called Soto, S-O-T-O, and this is the Windmaster. And you don't need a windshield, so that's something you don't have to carry, because it's recessed in there a little bit, and it goes down instead of up like this, the flame area. But I was impressed with that. Of course, little pots, you can just flip these in if you're using a small pot, and you can flip them out if you're using a frying pan, which on the weekends I do use frying pan to cook real food. So this had the full prong. So now also this comes with a piezo lighter, and it's got a regulator. In other words, in cold weather, it's still going to produce the same flame. It will not reduce. It'll be the same flame in cold weather as well as warm. But there is a couple of things I don't like right off the bat, and I'm sure this is not going to be the end of buying camp stoves. This one also has a screw, both sides. It's got a big screw up here, a bigger screw. Now I hope they don't work their way loose. That caused me some issue. And the other thing is, you need to have a canister stand, and I'm going to show you why. Now I brought this in. This is from Walmart. It's just a Stanley, and I think it's $10 or something, but it's yeah, closes up like that. And now it comes with a little plastic handle, but I took it off. Mike P. Hiker, he boils water sometime in the fire, on the coals, and this little plastic thing or whatever it is didn't suit him. It would melt or burn up. So we just took a regular keychain ring and changed it out with that so you can take your top off. Now I've never used this. It also comes with 2 cups in it, like that. Now for budget minded and people just getting into backpacking, the price is something they can put up with, or something that they can accept. I think it's only $10 or so for the whole setup. And it has gradation marks. It's got some positive things. It just got too big and bulky. Later on, I never used it, but it's just too big for me. But I'm going to show you what I don't like about this Soto Windmaster stove. Now, what I don't like about it, and you can obviously see right off the bat, that it's got a high profile. That gives me some concern compared to the others. If if you're cooking in your vegetable in the rain or snow or something, you're gonna have to be careful. It just sits so high. That's the thing that bothers me, the height of it. That's why I said you almost need to have. You're gonna have to have a canister stabilizer. But anyway, that's the setup there. Anyway, that was all I had for this. I just felt like I needed to get this one out and correct a few things I may have said in the previous videos. Thanks for watching.